lost in the cloud. I don't know where it goes. So,
all right, recording.
All right. We are on Tuesday Night Sparks. We are tagging some teamies. Welcome everybody. Tonight is all about sampling on a dime. So I'm in the dining room, so I have like my office is back here, but I have like all the things surrounding me. So maybe it's kind of good that I am on my iPad. So we shall see how this works. I can't see you, and I can't see comments. So Tiffany, you're gonna have to take care of that. But I am gonna have to pull up my good notes on my phone. That's another thing that I like about good notes, because I can look at my phone since my good notes is on my iPad. So let's see.
While she's doing that, everybody drop your first question for us to answer.
Yes, I can't see it, so you're gonna have to pull out the question.
Yeah, I'm not used to this whole host thing over here.
You got all the technology tonight.
I know, and I suck at the technology.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
First question. Nobody's really asked a question. Wait, are you still spotlighted? I don't know.
Yeah, here I can change to gallery view. I think that works.
Yeah, Michelle's gonna kind of lead this one too, guys, because I'm like super sick, so you're not gonna be able to understand me for very long.
Yeah, she's gonna talk a little bit, but I got the most of it. So, what do you guys? What's a question you guys are dying to know?
Anything?
I'm so sick.
You know.
Anything?
Maybe. Give it like another minute.
Y'all should be thinking of these questions before we actually like get on here. I know y'all are dying to ask things, so don't be shy.
I'm getting my startup. Set up. What is the way y'all would say best for newbies to get her products out?
Okay, that's a good one, because we got lots of newbies on here, so that is a good one. So, the best way to do is you want to mute everybody, Tiff? The best way to get information out and get it for your new people is you want to make sure that you are doing social media. You definitely want to put that out there to where they are announcing that they are a new wax boss. You definitely want them to go live, or at least show some pictures, real life pictures of things that they're getting in. I know it's kind of hard for them to do the live sometimes whenever they're first brand new consultants or whatever, if they're not used to going live on social media. But if they do that, that's going to be the best. You also want to make sure that they're asking their friends and family, the ones that are going to be the biggest support for them in the very beginning. Make sure that they're asking them for their help as far as getting the word out there. Maybe they won't mind, sharing a link or something to your personal website. But I think that's the biggest thing, is to make sure that they are visible in social media to start with. And once we show you some samplings, some easy samplings and some super cheap samplings tonight, then they can start passing those things out in the public or wherever they go, kind of thing. And we're going to talk a little bit about that more. I don't know if Tiffany had anything to add to that as far as newbies.
Now, my biggest advice really is just, so we did do a training that talks about how to train your new, like what to do your first 6 steps. I think we did 10. First 10 steps to getting started. So I would go back and watch that. And then the other way is just ask for referrals. So ask people to host for you. Ask people, do they know anybody that would host for you? Or ask people to order or do they have anybody that would order from you? So get referrals and then just implement tonight's training because it's all about sampling. And the easiest way to get new customers is to put the scents in their nose and have them smell it and have them try it and then they'll order it. So that's my biggest tip on getting your name out there.
Okay. All right. So I cannot see comments, Tiffany. So you're going to have to kind of like go with that and see if that helps. So you can interrupt me or whatever if while I'm going. But the one thing we wanted to talk about tonight on Sparks was you need to know that sampling does not have to break your business. Whenever you are doing sampling, they can be as easy as a felt sample that you've done and you've melted some wax. If you don't have a chocolate melter or a candy melter or whatever, you can easily put some wax in a warmer and melt these and put them on a piece of tinfoil. So we want you to know that you can sample without breaking the bank. A lot of people look to some of the other people, you know, and do the comparison thing as far as like, well, I don't have the money to do all of that, so there's no way I can do that. I'm in that boat. I don't have the money to do that, so there's no way I can do that. But I do take 10% of my check and I invest it back into my business. Now, it might take me, and it has taken me a while to get a few of the things that I have in order to be ready to do some sampling. Tiffany and I are starting a new way to party. And we've been putting together some things for the past 2 weeks, trying to get these parties going just to see how they work before we actually present them to you. But a lot of this partying type has to do with samples. So you want to make sure that whatever you're comfortable with is what you stick to. Now, I'm going to show you a lot of things of what I have. And trust me, I'm not breaking the bank with these because I'm not going to spend a lot of money on these things. I think the most that I spent money on were these. And the reason that I think this is the most expensive thing that I have here. And the reason that I bought these is because they are big enough, and I hope they're big enough. Maybe it's these. No, they're the same size. They are big enough to hold a catalog. And you can get 100 of these, and they might have been like $19 or something like that. But you can get 100 of these for that price. So in the grand scheme of things, no, it's not going to cost that much. But this bag right here is how we're going to party. So we're really excited to share that with you once we get that going. But this bag is how you're going to party. So honestly, out of all this stuff that I have laying around me, this is the most expensive thing that I have.
Michelle, can you link those, that size and the other sizes that you got so that we know exactly where to get it on Amazon?
Yes, and I will preface that by saying Tiffany and I made a Google Drive for you guys, and it's going to be a Tuesday Night Sparks Google Drive, and it's going to have all of the things in it. It's going to have all of the Amazon drops. It's going to have anything that we talk about from this point on. We wanted it to be in one central location. That way you guys can find it and make sure that you are able to kind of, there goes Katie, make sure that you're able to kind of go and, you know, it's easy, click here, click there kind of thing. Our Google Drive is actually going live tonight. So we're going to share that link with you. We created it today, and Tiffany has been very busy putting things in it for us. So all of these things are going to be linked into the Google Drive. And I know that there's a post on my team page that Sandra started that has a bunch of different links where people go and do things. We have that pinned in our announcements. So if you buy something off of Amazon or you buy something to do samples with, you post it in there and everything. But we're going to have that in Google Drive. So it's going to be in one central location. So all of this stuff that we're showing you tonight is already or going to be in that Google Drive.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. But this, I want to make sure that it does hold a whole catalog. Hold on, let me grab a catalog. Because I'm pretty sure that's the whole reason why I got it, because they need this with the party. You know what? It's gonna be a little bit short, but we'll have to figure that out. But anyhow, these are clear bags, and I like it clear on this side, and I like it where you can't see on that side because you can put your label right on here. I have mailed my things like this, just like this. I don't put them inside a poly mailer or anything because these are heat sealed bags. And don't break the bank with a heat sealer from Amazon because we all probably have one of these laying around. This is probably from like 20 years ago. This is exactly how I heat seal mine. So I just like snap it here, turn it over, and snap it there, and it's completely sealed. Another thing that I like about these bags is they you can get the smaller ones too, and they don't let the scent come out. So unlike these bags right here, see, I can smell that through there. If I pick up this bag with the washer whiffs in it, I can't smell anything through this bag. So it kind of seals it, and it also will protect it whenever you are like packing stuff up. This is not going to like seep through kind of like these do. Do we love these bags? Yes, we love these bags because they're super cheap and you can get them and put your felt samples in. But for me, I like to put my felt samples in these. These are jewelry bags. You can get, I think it's 100 or 200 of them at Walmart, and it's only like $2.99 or something like that. But they're in the jewelry section. These are beaded, like jewelry bead bags. But you want somebody, especially if you're just giving it to them. I have my business card on here, and you're just giving it to them. And this is from the scent of the month. So this is a sticker that you get in your scent of the month. You get 72 of these. So this right here, I'm going to say this whole sample was less than $1 because you can buy felt at Walmart. I bought this and cut it out with my Cricut. They also have felt in the Success store. I think this is $6 for 100 of these. You can also buy, these are Christmas, so but they have some that are just like the wax bar. But you can also get that. But if you don't want to, you can get a whole square sheet of felt for like 33 cents or something like that at Walmart. Cut it up. It doesn't have to be in a cute shape. Cut it up, put it in the thing, because literally all they're going to do is smell it. They might pop it out and put it in a warmer to see how it smells. This is going to be your cheapest way to get a scent out, to get it to where people can see it. If you don't have a business card, put a label on here and, you know, just label your stuff. Handwrite it if you need to. This is one of Katie's, her washer whiff things that she puts in some of her bags. Just handwrite a label on there. You can buy Avery Labels at Walmart, a whole pack of them for $4.96. That's what I do. Okay. I don't go to the office supply store to get my labels or anything like that. I go to Walmart, and you can buy, these are regular everyday address labels. There's 30 on a page, and you can get, it might be 20 or 30 pages of it, but it's like 30 stickers on a page, and it's $4.96. So that's super, super cheap. And if you have to, I know several of you guys don't have a printer, so you handwrite all of your things. Totally acceptable, and that's fine. Don't think that you have to like sit there and do all of the things and, you know, get the best printer and all of that stuff. I have a printer, but most of the time I send my stuff to Walgreens to be printed. It's crazy, isn't it? Eva, the best way for them to contact you back is if you have your information on a sample. If you hand this to somebody and just say, oh, here's a sample of some Scentsy soap, I hope you like it. What's going to be your return on that? Probably nothing, because once they use this, they're probably going to throw this away, and then they're going to be like, I wonder who that was that gave me this sample, because I hand samples out to everybody. All the people get all the samples at the bank, at the whenever we go out to eat, everybody gets a sample. So if you don't have your label on it and you don't have your name on it, then I don't know how they're going to contact you back. So not those, but the smell stickers. Oh, it's okay, because you know what? That wax right there is what the name of it is. So if you want to just take one of these inexpensive things right here and put what the name of it is, because let me tell you an experience I had whenever I first started out. When I first started out, I didn't put the scent that was inside of the bag. and somebody messaged me and said, oh my gosh, I love that sample that you gave me. I did put my business card, but I didn't put the sticker on it. I just gave this without the sticker. I love that sample that you gave me. I need to order some of those. Can you order some of those for me? I didn't know what they were. I really didn't. I was like, what color was it? And they were like, thank God they were blue. And my favorite wax was Blue Grotto at the time. So I knew I made that. But, you know, once you start making these, you're going to have to let them know what scent this is. So this is Plumeria Peach. So any way you can label this so they'll know what scent this is in there whenever they contact you and say, oh, Michelle, I love this Plumeria Peach. I really need to get some of these and order some of these. Can you do that for me? So you want to let them at least know what the scent name is that you have in here. Like this is Windowsill Breeze Washer Whiffs. So these are the little tiny bags that I just show you. And you can see that they're clear on one side and they have the silver on the back side. So the most expensive thing that I invest is these little Mylar bags, these little different sizes of these. I have several different sizes of them. I have this size, and this size. So I have all different sizes of them, but honestly, y'all, this is what I put all of my stuff in. So I'm going to go over a little bit of what I have. So mostly for these bags like this, you can use these for, and when you're investing back in your business and you're doing sampling and stuff like that, if this is like something that you want to do, you can get like washer whiffs from the store. Okay, they're already sealed, they're already done. These are $10 for, I think, 10 of these. And, you know, they're already sealed, they're already done, but, you know, you can get a big tub of them and make a bunch of these. And these bags right here are probably no more than $10. So there's, you know, it's all in how you want to do it. But you can get the washer and stuff from the consultant store. But for these, I would say invest in some bags and in some things that you're going to be able to get a few samples with each month. Okay. Don't go all out. Don't go like, oh, I got to buy these bags. I got to buy these bags. I got to buy these bags, because you're going to run into a lot of money. Don't do that. Start small. Order you some this paycheck whenever it comes up. And then next month, think about it as a process of what do I want to sample? Okay. You're going to have sample snatchers. Let me just tell you that right now, you are definitely going to have sample snatchers. There's people that live their best Scentsy life through samples. Okay. Sample snatchers are so real. So you need to beware of that. All right. Because they will say, can I get a sample of this? Can I get a sample of that? And they will never, ever, ever order from you. All right. You need to keep track of these. You can keep track of these in Amy. If you have questions on how to keep track of these, Caitlin did a phenomenal job on training us on Amy and how to track your samples. That's on my YouTube channel, so you can go back and look at that. But you need to keep track of most of your samples. Okay, now I will say, I don't keep track of all of mine. Like if I'm at the bank and I drop these in one of the tellers like I did today and it went with her, I didn't ask her what her name was, what her contact information was. I didn't ask her any of that. I just gave that to her with my card. So sometimes we can have intentional samples like these right here. These are intentional samples. Okay. This right here is just a sample to get my name out to somebody I do not know. This is stuff that I leave at restaurants. This is stuff that I put in the teller machine. This is stuff that if I'm walking around Walmart and, you know, I want to pass one out, I can just hand this to somebody and it makes it a lot better like that. So you want to make sure that you're doing intentional samples that you're tracking, and then also some fun samples that you can just like pass out and do these. If I showed you my purse right now, Nicole, I have, let me get my purse. Hold on. It's right here. So you're not going to catch me anywhere without samples. All right. So here's my pocketbook. All right. I took this out of my purse before I got here. So I have samples in here. And I also have my host join packets with samples inside of that. And I also have these little cards that have my frequent customer card in the back of it too. And I have those little cards that I can just pull out. I have all of that ready to go in here. Yes, my join packet, I'll share the link. It's on YouTube, so you can see that. But this is actually my join packet, and it's as big as my samples are, because I want to have it, and I want to be ready. It has one of these, a body sample in it, and it has one of these inside of it. And there's something else in there too. I don't remember what it is, but yeah, this is as big as all of my other samples, and I did that on purpose. But there's a YouTube training on that, what my join packet looks like, and I'll tag that on the team pages. But as far as sampling goes, you want to make sure that you, like I said, have intentional samples that you're going to track, and you also have fun samples that you're just going to give out to random people. And I've gotten several people call me back with orders just by giving out these for random things. So we're going to move on to what you can get in the consultant store as far as samples go. So they have a whole line of body products, okay? The hand soap, the body cream, the body wash. They have all of these in several different flavors that you can get, scents that you can get. And these are super easy to do. Personally, I slap a sticker on the back of it here, because if I'm going to hand this out, I want a little bit of return. Even my fun samples that I just pass out to anybody that I see or put in the bank teller or anything, it has my contact information on it. Okay. So you at least want to have some way for them to contact you back. So typically on these, I'll put a sticker on the back of these, but these are in the store. These are also in the consultant store. So this is our Scent Soft. We also have our laundry liquid in this size, and we also have our washer whiff. So all of these are in the consultant store. The felt samples that I showed you, these are in the consultant store. Okay, so these are very inexpensive. I think you get 20 of these guys, each one of these, not each one of them, but a set of 20 of these for $4, or maybe $4.80, something like that, because I just ordered some more for my party bags. But all of this stuff is in the consultant store. And we also have our pet Best Bud Suds in there also. I got 2 sets of those, because what I'm doing with these is on our new party style that we're doing. I asked them about pets, if they have a pet, because some of the sampling that I want to do about being intentional with sampling is, yes, I can give them stuff for their home and for them, but I'm also going to be giving them some of this if they said yes, that they have a pet, and maybe a little dog biscuit or something, just to spoil their pet just as much as I'm going to spoil them. Because let's face it, if you have a pet, y'all know Lizzie Marie is like literally part of my family. So I would love it if somebody, when I was purchasing stuff from them and I wanted it for my house and I wanted it for myself, if they had a pet line, yes, you better believe I'm going to stick this in there, and I'm going to put a little bag of Lizzie. Lizzie has these little tiny milk bones because she's a tiny dog. But I'm going to put a couple of those in one of my little Ziploc bags and say, this is for your baby, spoil your baby too, along with you, or something like that. I have a card. Well, I can show you what it says. So I made this card for that purpose only. And it actually has a picture of Lizzie. So I made this right here. I'll read it to you what it says, because you can't read it very good, but it's a pup prize. So they're going to get this and some milk bones in a little baggie like this for their dog. And it says, Lizzie Marie loves her Scentsy pet product so much she wanted to share with you and your baby. It's a pup prize, and it says, enjoy this sample of our honey and chamomile thing. This is literally from the website. Okay. I put in there like what it is vegan free and all of that stuff, just so they would know. And I also have my contact information over here where they can contact me back. But This is just something that I printed it off here, off of my printer here. If you don't have a printer, that's fine. You can print from Walgreens. These are like 39 cents a piece, okay? So if you're gonna be intentional with your sampling, let's just say you're gonna do maybe, if 20 customers ordered from you last month and you're gonna send them some samples for being loyal customers to you, that's 20 of these little pictures at 39 cents a piece. So that's less than $10 for something that's going to look like this, that you're going to get on good quality print, because it's photocopy, good quality print. I just printed these here last night, but good quality print to go with your things. And it's going to look amazing in your packages. Okay. 39 cents. That's all it costs. So if you're going to do 20 customers and send them sample packets, then, you know, that might be something that you might be interested in doing, is just sending your stuff to Walgreens to print, or you can handwrite it. Handwriting is always good also. So you do what works for you. All right. We're just kind of like showing you a bunch of different things. So we do have the pet products too. So those are the things that you can find in your consultant store. Now, these are some of the sampling that I do, and I got these bottles and this bottle, and it came with another bottle. I think it was like 2 of these in this bottle from the Dollar Tree. Okay, $1 for all 3 of these. They have all kinds of different containers that you can get at the Dollar Tree, but this is a spray bottle. This has counter clean in it. I'm going to make a label, but this has some counter clean in it. You can put whatever you want to in these. These are little like pop top squeeze bottles, but I literally got all 3 of these. It's like a travel set or something like that for $1. So I went and bought, I think I bought 5 of them. So I have like 15 of these little bottles that I can put product in and give it away. Now these samples, I'm going to say I'm going to be very, very, very intentional with to some of my good customers, because they're a little bit larger. All right. And I know I'll get that return back, and it'll also appear as if, you know, they're getting spoiled to death by doing these. Now I also have this little tiny spray bottle. Now I did order these off of Amazon. I want to show y'all this. Let me see if I can pick it up. So I got this thing at Walmart. Well, it's actually 2. You can get them at Family Dollar. I've seen them there too, but these are things, they're stacked on top of each other. It's a 3 set. This is what I keep my sample supplies in. All right. I stick it right in my office. It's plastic. It's got all the little things in it. So I can just pull it out and see what I have in here and go from that. But these come in like little tester up here, like little bags like this. Okay. So they come in bags like this from Amazon, and you just put them together. So you put the product in it, and it comes with a little squeegee thing. Or if you got kids and you have one of these laying around, it's going to be your best friend. So you're going to want to like draw some product up and then stick it like right down into the tube and shoot it right down in there and then fill it up. The things came off Amazon. So these are Scentsy Fresh samples. Okay. One reason that I did this like this is because yes, it would fit long ways, and yes, it would look really good, but it won't stay on there. It will not stick. Okay. It comes out. We've done a bunch of these, and they come out like this. See that? It just will not, it will not adhere to that. So if you do that and you take your little address label sample and pinch it together, then it's going to stay on here and they're going to know what this is. So I have lavender cotton on here, and yes, you can wrap tape around them. If you have tape, you can wrap tape around them, but you're going to, yeah, you want to make sure it's sealed on there and it's not just flopping off, because it will come off. But this lets them know this is Scentsy Fresh. You need, all right, Scentsy Fresh. I also have these that I showed you. These are the little test tubes. Got these from Amazon. They're plastic. Soak in these, and you don't want to, like some things you can give them, and like you can give them a whole thing. Like I'm sure with the Scentsy soak, if you're like me, like you use 2 or 3 scoops of this stuff in your bath just because you want it to be like an experience, like while you're relaxing. But if you want to just give them a sample like this. And some people don't like baths. Some people don't have bathtubs. That's okay. Tell them to take this, use it as like a foot soak. Put your foot down in a foot massager thing, or if you don't have one of those, put it in a bucket and put some of this in it and just kind of like feel how good it is. But this is the Scentsy soak, and it's super easy to do. One thing is I did get a funnel. So this is a lot easier to do if you have a funnel, because you can like pour it in there. I got this from Walmart for $1. It's collapsible. It's super easy. So you can put that on there and then just funnel it through. For the bags, super easy too. What I do with these bags is I open up the bags and I stick this little funnel down inside of the bag, pour the stuff in there so you know you're not wasting any of this stuff. So that little funnel was in the food section at Walmart, and I think it's like 99 cents. Super easy. Another thing that I bought, and these were like $6.99. I have a whole container of them down here. These are lip gloss containers. All right. To some, they may appear to be lip gloss containers, but to me, they are body wash containers. So here you go. This is how easy this is. Let me just show you. We're going to post a link for these two, but you take this, turn it up, squeeze some in there. Once you get it squeezed in there, turn it off. They come with they actually literally come with the little thing. All right. So you put the little top on it like that. Just like that, just like if you were going to be using it for your lips. And then they come with these screw tops that go on the top of them. So these are super easy. They can take these in the bath with them. They can squirt it on their little loofah thing, or whatever that little squeezy thing is, whatever you call that thing. It also came with a funnel. Okay, so if you have something tinier, I have little tiny funnels too. So it also came with a funnel. So I keep all of these little things that you can use these for. So this is what I use for my body washes. Okay. I think I got either 50 or 100. I got a whole drawer full of these, 50 or 100 of these that I can fill up with my sample of my body wash. Now, let me tell you this, as far as sampling goes, use your host rewards to purchase and to get all of your sampling products. Okay. Use your host rewards. So this was something that I got free for my host rewards, hosting my own party. This was something, my counter clean, that I got free for hosting my own party. But these things are like absolutely amazing to send. They fit really easy down in your little intentional bag. We're going to go over this intentional bag, but they fit really easy down in your intentional bag to fool your customers with. All right. So that's my lip gloss ones. All right. The next one that I ordered was, these were super cheap. I think they were like $6.99 for, I think I got 100 of them. I'm not sure, but these are eye drop containers. All right. They're plastic, perfect size. This is what I put my dish soap in. Okay. So I have my dish soap sample. You can get those little flat, I don't know where they are. Katie ordered them or got them from Walmart. The little flat makeup sponges that you can get. All right, you can get this. All right, these are little eye drop containers.
I got them on Amazon. They're facial sponges.
Facial sponges on Amazon. All right,
it's like a dehydrated sponge. So
Yeah.
when you put the stuff on it, it like reconstitutes.
Yeah, or you can just stick one in the packet and they can put it on there too. So this is dish detergent. All right, this is our dish soap with a little tiny thing that they can squeeze out on their own little sponge if they want to, or we're going to include one in their little tiny pack. Okay, so this is something, I think these are like $6.99 for like either 50 or 100 of them. Super easy. It's got a little tiny funnel that goes with it, and that way you can like put your stuff in there, squirt some in there, and it even comes with a little seal thing. I'm sorry, I'm getting it right. It even comes with a little seal thing on here. But these are super easy. These are eye drop containers from Amazon. All right. Now, the next one that I'm going to show you is this one. All right. And I know a lot of people use these for like bring back my bar splits and stuff like that, or you can melt wax into these however you want to, but they come in little packs like this. All right. Super cheap also from Amazon. They have a little, huh?
Perfect for sugar scrub.
Yeah, they have a little,
A teaspoon of sugar scrub.
yeah, they have a little tiny lid that just kind of screws onto them or whatever, but this is what we use ours for. So we have in my intentional pack, I can't wait to tell you what I do in my intentional pack. We have confetti, of course. We have the perfect sample of watermelon tangerine sugar scrub. So it holds 1 teaspoon of sugar scrub, which is literally all they need to like take this out. I gave one to a customer today at the office, and she took hers out, put it in her hand, and rubbed it on there.
Tell them to disclaim to their customers, it's not generally for your lips, and don't.
Yes, one of Katie's customers thought it was lip gloss, and she
She
like
legit put it on her lips and then licked it off and told me how delicious it was.
she put it on her lips, licked it off, and said it was very good. So there's that. But anyhow, this is the perfect size for some of our sugar scrubs. So this is what you need to do with this. And I'm going to tell you now, because I did not do this with this. This needs to go in its own little container. All right. Because this sugar scrub is like really oily. All right. So you need to put that in its own little container so it doesn't get all over all your other stuff, because it did get all over my other stuff. But lessons learned, that's what happens when we sample. Okay. But this is the perfect size for the sugar scrubs. Okay. So that is like the perfect thing. So that's really all that I have in my little box. I do have this one. I ordered these from Amazon also. I know I got these from the Dollar General or the Dollar Tree, but I ordered these from Amazon because I wanted a different color. I mean, you can get colors, but they're expensive. But I wanted one that I could differentiate between the counter clean and the all-purpose cleaner. Okay, so I'm going to do one with all-purpose cleaner and one with counter clean, because I wanted to make sure that it is it's actually something. But this is just plastic bottle. I think they were super cheap also. You just put some in there. I'm going to go ahead and already mix it up for them and put that in there. So these are like really dirt cheap too on there. I don't buy anything on Amazon. I told y'all the most expensive thing I buy for my sampling is this right here. The most expensive thing. I don't do that. Another thing is in the clearance section on our workstation, while they have them, this is the best thing ever. I will go ahead and tell y'all, and I have ordered so many of these. They have oil samples. Okay, so this is a glass bottle, a little purple glass bottle. It comes with the little tiny things that you can, they're $15 for 100. Y'all, I got so many. I got a whole green bucket of those things over there. Like I bought so many of them because I do a lot of oils. I have the whole oil kit. I bought the oil kit from the Success Store. You get PRV for that, in case you didn't know it. The first time you buy it, it's kind of like our wax samples, our wax testers. You buy the whole kit of oils, and that's all the oils that are in the catalog. It's like $180 some, but it is I'll show it to you. It is hold on, let me get it out so that we get the bottom down here. But it's totally worth it to get it, because once you buy the whole set, you can get, now I bought this on Amazon, carried in, but once you buy the whole set for testing so they can smell it, once you buy the whole set, all you need to do is invest in the transition set each time. Okay. So, and that is also PRV. So this is the only thing that you can get in the consultant store that you get PRV for. Okay. So these bottles are a little bit smaller than our other bottles, than our regular bottles, but these are just testers, okay? Because I had so many people were like, do you have this, do you have the oils? Can I smell the oils? I need to know what it smells like. So in my oil container here, I have a regular size bottle, okay? Because I want them to be able to see the difference, because a lot of times when they see these, they're like, oh, is that as big as the bottle is? Well, no, this is what our regular bottle looks like compared to what our sample bottles are. Okay, so I want them to be able to see that this is not the size that they're getting, because I want them to know your bottle is going to be much bigger than that. Okay, so this is huge as far as if you're looking and trying to sell our oils, because they're like $12, and some of them even go up to like $22 or whatever for the lavender and stuff. Peppermint, I think, is $16. But it gives them a good idea of the difference in the sizes of the bottles. Okay, so I always keep one of these up top in here, and I also have some of these little samples. All right, so what you do for these is you take one of your little sample bottles. This is super easy. I'm not going over, Emma. I got 15 minutes. Okay. Take one of these sample bottles. I'm gonna try to get in here where you can see it. And you just drop.
Can I say something real quick, Michelle? If that's
Yeah.
okay.
I normally put like 20 drops in there. So you see it's like halfway full. You see that? It's like halfway full. Hold on just a second. Whoever that was, I don't know. I think it's Candace, sound like her. But you, or no, she's not on here. But you can, that was Ashley. Yeah, it was Ashley. So this comes with it. So you pop that on there. That kind of seals it. And then the little lids come in a bag. All of this is in a separate bag. And I gave these out one time 2 months ago, I think, and got so many orders, got a diffuser order off of this. But there you go. So if they want, that's the best. So this is like the wax version of our oils. Okay, so these little bottles are in the clearance section for $15 for 100 of these. Okay, so while they're looking at the oils, and while I have all of these oils here for them to look at and smell, I'll ask them, because I keep all of this up here, and I keep little tiny Ziploc bags. The little tiny Ziploc bags, I keep them. So I'll ask them, is there a certain scent that you like, or something, or certain oil that you like that you want to try? I'll be more than happy to give you a little tester bottle of it, and you can take it home and try it. So I just put it in there, since it's oil, and put it in a little bag, and then let them take it home with them. But this has been very profitable for me to actually purchase all of these and then just get the transition set each month, because they want to smell the oils. A lot more people are going towards our oils and towards our diffusers, especially with our deluxe diffuser that's so economical, and you can get that at half off. So you can get a diffuser for $32.50. That needs to be something that you're promoting super hard. But if you have the oils for them to smell, that makes it even better. So that's just something that I didn't plan on talking about, but hey, that's what those testers are. So you can get those in the store also. So the last thing I wanted to share with you guys, and then I'll answer some questions, is my intentional sampling bag. Okay, so I showed y'all all the things that I have and all my little containers that I have it in. But when a customer orders from me, I do send them for some samples of you can get the deluxe diffuser for half off. So it only takes one half off for that diffuser. So if you have somebody that has a half off on their hostess rewards, they can get that, or the perpetual reward, you can get it for $32.50. And that's another thing that we're working on with our party thing. We are going to be offering what is that thing called? Host coupons. It's a little sneak peek. We're going to be offering host coupons, but for any host of mine that books 3 parties, I'm going to give them a deluxe diffuser, and I'm going to use that perpetual reward to get it for $32.50, because, and I will tell you that it's going to cost me $32.50, but I'm going to get 3 qualifying parties. So that's at least $600 in orders right there before they're actually going to get that diffuser. I'll write it down that they got those 3 people to host with me, but that's on a whole nother story. So we won't go there. Yeah, don't give them the diffuser until those parties have qualified. So anyhow, we'll talk about that on the next thing. So this is my intentional sample packet that I give. So when somebody orders from me, I grab one of these out and I toss it in the bag with them. Number one, that saves me on mail. Okay. This is kind of like Happy Mail for me. That saves me on mail. So I put this little card in there. I made this on Canva, printed it off on my printer here. It says, blessings for you from me. I hope you love your Scentsy sample. I can't wait to hear how much you love it. When you try it, text me your review. Okay. And then I put my my name and information on there so they can text me. This over here goes to my link tree. All right. Because I want them to be able to find all the things that goes to my link tree. All right. So inside of here, I have a body sample for them because let's just face it, they want to spoil themselves. So I have a body sample for them. Then I have a couple of felt samples. These are some that are all around all the time. So this one is Rainbows and Butterflies. All right. And then this one is Johnny Appleseed. And it's got that. That's why you put this inside of that bag, because it's got that sugar scrub all over the bag. See it sticking together? It's got sugar scrub all over the bag. But anyhow, so I do a couple of felt samples. I do the sugar scrub and I do a body wash, which I'm going to put a label on this, and some confetti. So I stick all of this in the bag, and this lets them try a lot of other different things. And I also include this because I want them to know that if they purchase 12 products from me, they're going to receive a free wax bar. All right. And this explains that. This is my frequent customer reward. So that also is it's in a little plastic baggie because I wanted them to understand what the frequent customer card was. So I just kind of explained that on this piece of paper for them.
Stamps does that cost?
Huh?
Somebody's asking how many stamps that cost.
How many stamps does this cost?
Ashley, what she's holding in her hand, or
Yeah, like
This thing?
the packet that you just showed, like how much, like I guess how much would it be to mail out?
Less than $2. It's super, super light. And the only reason it would probably be like more than a couple of stamps is because of the size of it. It's not a regular sized envelope. If you can fit all that stuff in an envelope, you can probably do that. But the only thing is I use stamps.com and I print my own out because I found that if I put my own stamps on it, they're not going to run it through that thing, that it has to be flat mail. But the only thing is it'll be super flat if you take these out. So that's another thing when you're sampling, you want to make sure that, you know, if you're going to be mailing it, I typically give these out and mail something different. I put this in my bag for my customers and mail something different that can be like something flat that you can mail. But when I have mailed these out, I have mailed these out in the past with stuff in them like this. It is like $1.70 something like that. And I think that's only because of the size bag it is. So you can mail those out, or you can do something that's very inexpensive to mail out. And Tiffany does something that's very inexpensive in just a regular envelope that she mails out. But you don't have to break the bank. That's one thing that Tiffany and I wanted to stress to you guys tonight. You don't have to break the bank in order to get your name out there. It took me a while to get a lot of this stuff in my gray box because I order like stuff monthly. Like I just ordered these right here because I was almost out of these. And these are my new party pouches that are going out. So I knew I had to have those, but all of this other stuff is things that I have that I purchase like one thing a month, or if it's like super cheap like these for like $6.99 or something like that, I might get this and this. But you need to take that money that you're making and invest at least 10% back. Okay, so if you cleared $100 on your Scentsy paycheck, you need to take 10 of that and put it back into your business, because one thing that I've learned in watching all of the trainings that I do with the Thursday night shift and all of those superstar directors and everything else, they said you can't be stingy with your sampling. If you're stingy with your sampling and these people, your customers, are not getting things in their hands to try or whatever, then they're not going to buy those. What you sample the most of is what you're going to sell the most of. Okay, that is super duper important. I literally have a cat fight going on behind me. But what you sample the most of is what you're going to sell the most of. So if you sample the most of Counter Clean, you're going to sell the most of Counter Clean because it's in their hands. They're physically trying it. If they've never tried it before, I went to my nail lady tonight. She's never tried Counter Clean before. You know what? She got some Counter Clean tonight. She's like, oh, I can't wait to try that. But you know, you got to be very mindful. It's an investment back into your business, and it's something that you're going to get returned tenfold over. Okay, this little bottle right here, it might have cost me, how much is this? $9? I think it's $9. I'm not sure. I think it's $9. But you know what? It didn't cost me anything because it was my hostess reward. So there's that. But
I think it's 8.
8. But even if I just bought this outright for $8, okay, even if I bought this outright for $8 and said, you know what, I'm going to make some body wash samples, and I'm going to buy this outright because this is the scent that I like, and they don't have it in the store, because you can get body wash in this stuff right here. But you know, I love Jamie Time everything. So even if I bought this for $8 and I bought these for less than $10, there's 50 or something in there. If I get at least 5 orders from this sample that I'm giving out and being intentional with, if I get at least $5 from that, that's going to pay for this bottle. Okay. Plus I'm getting PRV for this. So my soaps that I have my soaps for, all right, 2 pounds of this stuff, that goes a long way in one of these little baggies right here, or in one of these test tubes right here. A long, long way. $12. You're going to get a bunch of these out of there. So it's definitely, you have to be intentional with what you're doing, but you also have to be able to give it out, because if you don't give it out, and if they're not going to sample it, they're not going to know we're much more than wax and warmers. Okay. Most of your people think about Scentsy, they think about, oh, well, you know what, I need to order some more wax. That's what they think of. My customer that has a dog now, whenever I give her this sample of this dog shampoo and she washes her dog with this, what's the next thing she's going to say? Oh my God, you got pet stuff? Yeah, let me give you a little bit of our no not spot and a little bit of our freshen up pup and let you try this whole set together. I can take these little tiny tubes. Okay, freshen up pup can go right here with this, even if I don't want to put it in that freshen up pup, and I can put the no not spot in here. That way she can get this and she can try this with her little doggy bones. And I have just made a customer for life because I took the time to care about her pet. Okay, just as much as I cared about her and sending her goodies, I sent her dog some goodies. Okay, so it's all in the way that you present it and all in the way that you share it. Because if you're not sharing it and you're keeping all of your stuff in your room or in your house, and you know, I love this, I don't want to share this, I don't want to, you know, I finally got some of this and I want to put this in my shower and use this in my shower. You know what, you can get back probably 6 or 7 of these bottles just from testing this out. So remember that whenever you're doing your samples, that you don't have to spend a whole lot on them, but you definitely have to get them out. So whatever you're sampling is whatever you're going to be selling. So if you're just sampling wax, you're probably only going to be selling wax. If you're sampling a variety of stuff, which is why I have all the things, dish soap, you know, body, why I have a little bit of all of the things, then I'm going to let them know that it's a much broader products that they can get out there. So be very intentional with your sampling, and ask your customers, you know, what's something that you've never tried that you would like to try? Put that out there. Put that out there on your Facebook. What's something that Scentsy has that you have never tried that you would like to try? You can advertise that you're giving away free samples, okay? As long as you're not charging for your samples, you can advertise, and that's one of the reasons why I posted that compliance stuff today. You can advertise that you're giving away free samples. Tell me what you haven't tried before, all right? I'm giving away free Scentsy samples. Tell me what you haven't tried before. Watch out for the sample snappers, all right? Don't let them get you, but ask some people what, you know, what they want to sample and see what they say. So, all right, I think I'm finished with my part, Tiffany, and I know it's 9:30. I'm sorry.
No, that was so good. Okay, I'm just gonna show one thing. Oh, we had somebody in the waiting room for a second. I literally clicked down because I wanted to show this.
Put the spotlight on you.
Add spotlight. Okay, I'll just add it. So I want to show you guys the Google Drive. I'm gonna drop this link. I should probably go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link. But the biggest thing that I want to know, you guys to know about this Google Drive is we are organizing it very like organized. Okay, so we are organizing it very organized. Wow, that's great grammar. We are making it super like organized. So we are adding in it as we go through our Tuesday night trainings or shifts or not shifts, whatever sparks. Michelle
We
was
love them so much.
y'all were talking about Thursday night shift and your thing, and I had it on my mind. So we're gonna keep it very organized, and we're gonna just drop as we go. But the files are gonna be in viewer mode. So for you guys to edit, I'm gonna show you guys how to make a copy and add it into your own drive. Okay. So that way you guys can put your info on it. This is all very generic, and the reason we only have it on viewer is because we don't want anybody going in and changing and then everybody having to erase everything and it just getting very clumped. And then that way too, if you make a copy and move it into your own drive, then you are going to be able to find it forever and ever and ever, and your info won't be deleted 100 million times. Okay. So let me see if I can share screen. Oh man, I always get very confused how to do this. Okay. Okay. Maybe you gotta move this little toolbar thingy at the very top, and it's like driving me insane. All right, so you're gonna go to Google Drive. Do you have to have a Google account to access a Google Drive?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
You need a Google account, but I definitely highly recommend having a Google account because it's amazing. Okay, so you guys aren't gonna see all of this, okay, but you're gonna get the link to this, and it's called Tuesday Night Files and Links. Let me go ahead and copy you guys. Anyone with this link can view. I think that's what I meant. Hold on, let me make sure. Viewer, yes. Okay, copy link. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the chat, maybe. I am so, this is, in case y'all are wondering why Michelle always, okay, stop share. I'm gonna stop share real quick. In case y'all are wondering why Michelle is always host, this is why. It's because I'm really technologically advanced, okay? Or whatever. Maybe my grammar is not okay right now either. You guys, I just put the link in the chat thingy. Okay, we're just gonna blame me acting like this is why I did not train tonight, is because I cannot talk. Okay, so you guys are gonna go in. You're gonna go to sampling. And you guys are going to see you have all this stuff. So this is just regular stuff that like I made and Michelle uses. I don't know why that looks like that. I'm gonna have to go in and fix that. But you guys can kind of see like keep calm and wash your dishes, dish soap. So it just says what's on there. And then the way that you're going to make a copy is you're going to go over here. Oh, that's why, because it's file. So you're going to go over here to file. And then you're going to go to make a copy folder. You guys want to move it into your own folder, okay? If you can. I don't know if we can do that. All right, hold on. copy.
When you had me check it out for you, it didn't do any of that. It just copied the folder or the file to my computer already.
So it did. It just copied it to you.
Yeah, I don't have any of that. I didn't have any of that stuff when you asked me to
So
look at
maybe
it.
that's why it's doing it to me. I wonder when you.
I think it's because you and Michelle are the author of all of this.
So it's
And
not
so
gonna show.
it's not pulling in the way it would be if nobody was, if it wasn't you or Michelle. So it's pulling in your view. You know how like in our, on the page, it's the admin. We
Yes.
see everything on it. Well, you're seeing everything. So when you see it, you're seeing it the way it needs to be. But then when we come in, not being an admin, it will pull the way it's supposed to pull.
Okay, so Michelle, what if I stopped the recording and then made Jackie the host and then she.
Okay.
Sorry, Jay, I just put you on the spot. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so I'm gonna stop the recording. How do I stop?